We're here at SlatorCon in London with Georg Ell, CEO of Phrase. Thank you so much for joining us today, Georg.
Pleasure, thank you.
So Phrase is a world leader in localization technology. So what is the business value of your solutions?
Yeah, it's a privilege to be called a world leader, and I think we've built a fantastic reputation over the last few years as a language technology platform. And I feel like this is language we've been using for some time to describe what we do, and it's such a thrill to see that language reflected in the new Slator report. So massive commendation to everyone at Slator for, I think, moving the industry forward. I really think this is a seminal moment, this report. I couldn't be more excited. What we do, we work with the biggest, most exciting brands in the world, lots and lots of companies that you've heard of, and we help them in many different ways with every single kind of content and localizing that in increasing volumes. And that's one of the big changes that we're seeing. Like, volumes are going through the roof. Ultimately, the business value is like revenue growth, time to market, customer engagement. I think those are the three biggest things.
Fantastic. And in addition to all of this, you also bring together one of the biggest ecosystems in the entire industry. So can you tell me a little bit about how you collaborate with your partners?
So we took a view a couple of years ago that we wanted to start to use this word ecosystem. And as much as we feel we play an important role in that ecosystem, to have some humility about our position in it as well. And position Phrase as a platform. And to me, a platform is something that's open that people can build on top of. So actually, we want to build and are continuing to innovate on top of this vision that says, we have a platform that does many, many things. It does them well. There will be customers that build technology on top of our platform. There will be partners of ours that build technology on top of our platform, and partners that build services around those things and build their own technologies on top of our platform. And so it is not about Phrase having a closed system. It's about Phrase being an open system. And I was describing this to a friend of mine from Microsoft, and he said, well, you're a bit like the Microsoft Azure of your space. And I love that analogy. We actually build on AWS, but yeah, maybe Microsoft Azure, AWS, we're this platform. So this ecosystem concept is really fundamental. I have also been on record at Slator events before saying I'd resign as CEO before we became a services company. So we're very, very clear on what we are and what we're not. So firmly LTP, and delighted to partner with LSIs.
Fantastic. And on this note, later at SlatorCon here, you're also going to talk to us about how you're collaborating with a language solutions integrator, Acclaro, and a CMS, Sanity, about a tech partnership for a client, Phrase. So could you tell us a little bit, sort of a key summary of your key points for those who are not able to attend the conference?
Sure. I'm excited about the panel because it has all the right ingredients when you think about an ecosystem. So I talk about it as a quadratic thing because I don't know what else comes after tripartite. So you have a customer, right, a mutual customer in Phrase, and then you have a technology partner in Sanity, a services partner in Acclaro, and ourselves as the platform and sort of binding it all together. And so having all four of those components actually speaking as one about how we work together for Phrase's best interests is surprisingly unusual. Like, a lot of our customers are relatively surprised when I say, I'll just pick up the phone to the CEO of, and then we talk about one of our many LSI partners. Acclaro is one of a number where we've actually recently announced a co-investment as well. So we try to innovate on the partnership side as well as in the product, and we've actually done a co-investment around a solution architect role with Acclaro, which is amazingly exciting. And I think what we did for Phrase was help them on being very, like centralizing and bringing lots of different stakeholders together, keeping all the stakeholders on the same page inside Phrase, and really helping them with customer engagement. So localization is now increasingly seen as a revenue driver at Phrase rather than a cost center, which is what we want.
So interesting. And on the topic also of investing, you're also a venture partner. So how do you see investments advancing in our industry?
Yeah, I do relatively little investing personally these days. I'm pretty much 99.99999% busy with Phrase.
Okay, fair enough.
But in that context, I spend a lot of time with our investors, of course, plus investors in the language industry generally. And I think there's going to be consolidation. I think there's going to be opportunities for M&A. We actually haven't done any for a number of years. Our growth, which has been very positive, has all been organic, and I'm very pleased with that because it means we have a very cohesive offering. and not a kind of patchwork quilt offering. But I've looked at maybe 20 different things over the last 2-3 years, and so far nothing's been quite right.
Okay.
But there is definitely going to be more consolidation, I think, in this space, and I think there is increasing investor interest again. 4 or 5 years ago, there was a round of significant investor interest. I think that's coming back around again.
Oh, that's great. That's definitely something to look forward to then. So then what's next for Phrase?
Well, we have we do releases every quarter. So 4 times a year, like clockwork, we have product releases. The next one is June the 11th. I can't tell you exactly what's in it, but continuing the theme of hyperautomation, trying to improve how much content can be processed kind of straight through without human intervention, and increasing the connectedness in the components of our platform, as I say, to make it really, really cohesive. So those are some of the key themes. We might have a little surprise announcement up our sleeve as well, which I really can't say anything about, but is going to be something wholly new, which I'm really excited by, and I think fits perfectly into the theme of the report.
Yeah, definitely. So exciting. So we definitely look forward to hearing more about your news. And thank you so much for some very interesting insights today.
Thank you.